Da, 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 da. Okay, so here we are. All right, let me just. I forgot to share this out. I totally forgot. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. Well, do I want to share this out? I don't know. I don't know. I want to share it out, but I notice when I share things on Facebook, the troll patrol. The troll patrol comes out. Let's talk, guys. Let's talk. Let me just plug this in. I know I'm going to end up killing my battery. How are you guys doing? You guys, I just wanted to take a moment or a couple moments, talk to you guys and not be in like rough and raw Claire Tarot mode. The energies lately have been making me feel so ridiculously raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Not raw like that. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, right, Lisa? It's been a crazy week, you know? It's just, I don't know what it is. I don't have any reason to feel raw. 53% at 7:53. But yeah, I don't have any reason to feel raw. Um, if we're gonna be honest, my life is pretty like drama free. If we're gonna be honest, my everyday, I have a very solid circle around me, but the energies have just been so freaking weird, so raw, and it's got me really in my feelings. Like, the truth is I can be like a total hard ass and like, look, this is what I need to tell you. This is what you need to know. And even though it's what you need to know, it really weighs so heavily on me. I'm like actually super sensitive. 54% at 7:54. I don't know why I keep doing that singing shit, you guys. It's really getting on my damn nerves. As soon as it comes out my mouth, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Why do I keep doing that? I don't know. But it really weighs so heavy on me when I have to just be like, all right, I can't have any emotion in this. Like, fuck it. You just need to hear this shit. And then afterwards, after the live is done, I'm like, God, but they're so sad. They're so hurting. And I just want to hug them all. So it's crazy, it's really crazy. And I was feeling that extra today, like on a whole nother level of extra. And I was just having this conversation with myself, especially after, you guys, I found in one of my first YouTube live streams. One of my first YouTube live streams, I found it, and I'm such a different person. Totally different person. And there was this part of me, that totally saw. I was speaking in such a very soft voice. Oh my God. I was speaking in a very soft voice because, 55% at 7:55. There was so much fear within me. Like, I don't want to come off as like a bitch, and I don't want people to this and that. And I was just like, dang. Now I'm like, you're fucking up. Like, shit. And so that really made me feel even more raw. Like, I hate talking to people like that. I really do. I really do. And I was feeling so like down and getting hard on myself, which I do that a lot. And then someone made this comment on one of the videos. I was like about to cry. Oh my God, I so needed to hear that. And yeah, it was just like a simple comment acknowledging like I needed to hear it this way, because if you didn't say it in that way, I wouldn't have known you were talking to me. And I was like, oh, that totally makes my heart feel better. I'm not just a dick. Because I feel like I'm being a dick, for real. When I have to get like that, I feel like, damn. That was so hard. But hey, if that's the only way people will hear, I guess I'll do it. But it still weighs heavily. It weighs heavily. And I know the trolls that watch, they're gonna be like, oh, so we're gonna start saying that now. Yeah, bro, when I'm in that vibe, when I'm in that zone, I don't care what you say. And honestly, most of the comments, um, one of the ways that my soul protects me from things is through my ADHD. I don't see much of the comments. I only see the ones that I need to see, either to help guide my thoughts into the direction they need to go to deliver a more accurate message, or to tell me like, okay, rein it in, girl. You frothing at the mouth, rein it in. So it's really interesting, the dynamic that's established during live streams. I know someone needs to hear it. And that's what breaks my heart. Like, honestly, Monica, that's the part that really breaks my heart, that there are people that exist that have lived such a harsh life that that's the only language their heart knows. You know, it's said that the heart has different languages that it speaks. And for harshness to be the only language, ugh. Mm. We are not crying in this live stream, girl. It's sad. It's sad. Because there's this part of me that's like, if people didn't hurt so much, if they lived their life with at least one person who was fluent in a softer heart language, they wouldn't hurt so much. And it's sad. It's sad. Very sad. And it's almost like we're so conditioned to be combative that unless the truth is delivered in an equally combative way, it's almost like the truth has to fight through all that scar tissue. And that's not necessarily a bad thing.
You're right.
Yeah.
Somebody.
No, I'm making myself cry because, you know.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah.
Let me know.
This guy comes upstairs. He barged in the room. He's like, oh, I gotta hurt somebody. Oh my God, this man. But yeah, it's really one of those things where, you know, mm, the world just needs to be made into something different soon. Soon. I know it's already in the process. I definitely know it's already in the process. The ball has started rolling. The people who need to be in vessel to bring this process to full fruition, um, the ones who paved the way, they're already here. They're already of age. They're already going through all the processes they're needing to go through to come to terms with what they volunteered for. It's true. They volunteered for this. So no takebacks. And then the people who promised to come when the foundation was set, they're already being born. They've been being born for a few years already. So yeah, It's a very interesting time to be alive. Very interesting time that each of us has chosen to have a human experience. This is the time that a lot of prophetic books, a lot of prophetic writing has spoken about, and it's throughout throughout not just one religion, not just one tribe, one nation, one people. It's throughout. People think these prophecies are speaking of different times. They're not. They're speaking of right now, and it's not a bad time. Um, yeah, it's not. When we talk about end times, people get really scared. They're thinking worst case scenario, like zombies and all kind of crazy ass shit. I mean, we're already all zombies at this point, you know? We're already all zombies. Um, we're rotting from the inside out. We're no longer truly living. So if you think about it, this is the zombie apocalypse already. You know, most people don't even look each other in the eyes if you're out and about. Uh, a lot of people, if you look them in the eyes, they it's uncomfortable. Like, oh my God, that's so intimate. Yeah, because it's my soul looking into yours. I'm seeing through to the heart of you. Yeah. Everyone is glued to their phones. Yep. Yep. The one thing that has the potential to connect all of us is the one thing that's dividing us too. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that like, I mean, how do you wrap your mind around that? Right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, Oftentimes, the things that were intended for one purpose end up serving another purpose. And just like with fire, it can be harnessed to sustain life or destroy it. It really depends on how you're harnessing whatever it is. A blessing and a curse, right? Yeah, empty shells of humanity. That's why it's very difficult for me to go out in public. I mean, I'm not a recluse, and if people are recluses, that I mean, that's okay. If that's your process, that's okay. I'm not a recluse. I just find it very difficult to have superficial interactions. I can't do it. I can do it if I have to. I can do it if I have to. I can do it for work, but it's just it's hard. The conversations often get very deep very quickly, and always scratching my head. Like, is this too much for them? Bringing it a little too like on live streams, it's a different thing. It's a completely different thing because you're coming to me. You know what I'm about. You've probably seen my other things, or if you haven't seen my other things and you're seeing things for the first time, you can easily click off. But in person, there's no escaping me. I block your way. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. This weird exchange happens in person. I have a tendency to try not to say too much, um, just because I want to be mindful of people's comfort level. And what ends up happening is I end up getting cornered. And then they won't let me leave. They'll just keep talking to me. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, where's my husband? I don't know what to do. And then I start, oh, I gotta go. Yeah. So, but in person, the conversations that people have with me tend to get pretty deep if they initiate conversation. I set this intention with my higher self. I spoke to my higher self years ago, and I was like, I suffer from social anxiety. If I must talk to someone face to face, please make it be someone who needs to hear something that I'm saying. Let the conversation get to the heart of what needs to be said quickly, and then let me be on my merry way. And that's kind of how it's worked. What usually ends up happening is I won't engage anyone in conversation. We'll be out somewhere. And then I have a tendency to wander in stores. Yeah, as soon as we're inside, my husband loses track of me and I just wander. And then he has to go looking for me because I don't answer my phone. He'll tell you this. He will. I won't answer my phone. I'll just be like, la, 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 ooh, something shiny. That's how my mind functions. And then next thing you know, when I find him again, he's found human beings for me to talk to. Because when I find him again, he'll be like, oh, there's my wife. That's who I'm talking about. What are you? And I keep telling him, I told you, don't talk to people about me. Don't tell them anything about me. And he's like, why not? I don't answer my phone. I'm a neo-Luddite. If we're going to be very honest, I'm a neo-Luddite. I'm kind of opposed to technology. I obviously have to use technology to do the work that soul is telling me to do. But I'm a neo-Luddite. Yeah. No answer. Ring, ring, ring. And then when he finds me, he's holding his phone. He's like, like, oh, you did call. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Lucy, that's right. It's best to just allow your energy to attract the people that need to have the interaction with you. Sometimes, if your light shines very bright, and having a very bright light, it doesn't mean that you're better than anyone. Okay. That's important to know. It doesn't mean you're better than anyone or more loved by creation. It just means you're brighter. And being brighter means you have a function as a beacon. You're a beacon of light. You're calling to the people, energetically calling to the people who are needing to find more light. And you just have to make sure, because that light will also attract those who are looking to feed, you know? So you just have to make sure that you experience highest levels of discernment. 70% at 809, 70809. What? Every step of this divine order of completion takes you back to your point of origination. That's what 70809 means. Beautiful. People don't get you and like to be mean to you. I can't speak for you personally. I can speak for myself. What I've noticed, because I have experienced that same perception, what I've noticed is that the way people treat me, the way strangers interact with me, especially on live streams, it's very indicative of what my internal state is. And no, it's not always true that people who come across your path and are mean to you are reflecting an unhealed part of you. No, that's not always true. Sometimes people are just assholes. Okay. But when it's multiple people in one live stream, or you have 5 interactions with individuals that day and all 5 they're doing this to you, that's when you have to begin really exploring, okay, what part of me is this reflecting? One of my personal experiences that I like to share, because it has such a huge impact when people hear it, is that for a period last year, 2018, I was having a lot of internal struggles about being so publicly visible. I don't really like that. I don't like to not be able to have my privacy and like be removed from. It's giving me anxiety. Just thinking about it's already giving me anxiety. I don't I really don't wanna be famous. I just don't. I wanna be able to do the work and then just have that completely like, "No, go away." You know? But last year, I was struggling with it so badly, and as a part of that struggle, some of the internal dialogue, and I wasn't telling anyone this just because I process things silently, just me. I process it with just me. So a lot of the internal dialogue that I was having was like, I don't even know if this stuff is demonic. Like, who do I think I am that I think I can do all of this stuff? And I wasn't claiming that I could do anything. I was just helping people however way I knew how. And they were the ones who were saying things like, oh, she's a healer and this and that. And I was just like, why would you say that? Literally offended. Why would you say that to me? That's like they spit in my burger or something. I was just like, what? And all of that internal dialogue that I was having, this back and forth within myself, was being reflected outside of me. So people were finding me that were wanting that recognition, wanting that kind of attention, wanting the kind of support that I was getting from, the people who were finding me. And then when I would become aware, well, I was already aware, if we're going to be honest. I already knew what their intentions were before they knew what their intentions were. I knew their intentions were not for friendship. They were not genuine. And I just continued with it because there was a part of me that was like, don't be like that. There's good in everybody. And so I continued with the interactions. And when it became too difficult, impossible for me to ignore that they were just there for the benefit and that they didn't have the integrity that I need for a genuine connection with other people, and we separate, those people who are proclaiming to love me, they would form groups. They were forming groups. Um, and they would launch these little campaigns to actively, intentionally try and destroy me. Yeah. How are you going to do that? I mean, aside from like, I don't know, murdering me, like, what are you going to, what's your plan? To do energetic work, to do witchcraft, like black magic on me, to talk shit about me to other people. So it just really boggled my mind. And after a while, I had to like pull away from the work that I was doing for a moment and just kind of sit quietly and be like, what the fuck's going on? Why do these people, I mean, they're constantly like, it's several groups of multiple people in each group at this point are saying that I've sold my soul to the devil to be able to do the work that I do. Did I really sell my soul? Do I not know something? Did I miss that? And then Michael started having a conversation with me and he's like, you don't notice? You don't notice the mirroring? And I was like, what mirroring? He's like, these are conversations you're having within yourself. I was like, but I never told anyone. He's like, exactly. Because you refused to allow yourself to experience vulnerability and have the people that you actually trust, the ones that you can trust, worthy of your trust, be able to help you process this outside of your own mind. These people are now being brought to you. And he was like, you say it all the time. Whatever you refuse to learn in the school of light, tutors of darkness will be brought to you to help you understand. And I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. So once I wrapped my mind around it, didn't take long for me to wrap my mind around that. I was like, whoa, I'm doing this to myself. Holy shit. All of that shit stopped. Well, let me pull that back. I don't know if all of that shit stopped. All of that shit no longer appears in my field of awareness. It could still be going on for all I care, but it's nothing to me. I don't notice it at all. At all. I don't need to notice it anymore. The things that happen to you that are brought in front of you usually is to trigger your awareness so that your focus can be directed towards what needs to be addressed within you. And these are not necessarily indicators of things that are broken. I don't think we're broken people. Mm-mm. I don't. I don't think we're broken. I think we just have been so programmed to live in a state of perpetual fear, fear of ourselves, fear of others, fear of not being enough, fear of being too much, just constant fear, swinging on a wrecking ball, just like Miley Cyrus, naked, you know? So let's see. Um, Lots of people are haters. Your power should automatically protect you from any magic, though, or at least warn you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. When you exist in the light of your own truth, it tends to dissipate any potency of that type of energy. Just like when you leave a cup of water in the sun for a prolonged period, the heat of the sun will dissipate that water. It'll cause it to evaporate. Um, oh, Jennifer, you have fears of how people see you still. Yeah, that's a part of the process. That's definitely a part of the process. How and when did you start talking to Michael? He's been with me since I was born. He actually has been with me since I was in utero. He accompanies me in every lifetime. I said he accompanies me in every lifetime, and he goes, "Yes, boo." He's my homie. But he's been talking to me most of my life, but it wasn't until I want to say it was 2010 or 2011 where I stopped accusing him of being a demon. I'm not joking. And I wasn't even being sarcastic. I wasn't trying to be funny. I was just like, "Don't talk to me, demon. Go away, demon. Stop telling me these things, demon." And he would get annoyed, but he wouldn't go away. I don't do past life regressions. Like, I'm not a hypnotist, but I do past life readings where I can connect with your Akashic records. And then what ends up happening, I will temporarily and very sterilized manner occupy the same vessel that you were using in that life, to view whatever information your higher self wants me to see, to share with you. So, and we can rewind the records, we can go forward, backwards, side to side, whatever it is that's necessary. And I don't necessarily control that. Um, that's pretty much determined, like what's shared, what information I gather is pretty much determined by your higher self. So, let's see. I'm scared to do music because I don't want to be famous, but I'm trying to get over it because that's not fair to the audience who may need me and whom I may need. That's true. That's true. What I'm learning is this. Um, I do still have this aversion to being some sort of public figure. I don't see myself as any type of public. That's just thinking about it is fucking obnoxious. That's like a joke that I have with my kids. I'm not even joking. My little guy, he's like, "My mommy's a YouTuber." And that's right, buddy. Like, comment, and share. We joke around like that. To me, it's just weird. But here's the thing that I'm coming to terms with. Um, Whoever said I was going to be famous? I'm so afraid of something that's not even. Really? You kind of like jumping the gun, aren't you, girl? Like, just do your job. Let the job go to wherever it needs to go to, and then go home and enjoy your family. Why are you so fixated on this like preconceived notion of what this experience is supposed to be? So that's how I'm dealing with it. That's how I'm dealing with it. He's just saying all kind of stuff. No, dude, this conversation happens later. Later. Not right now. Not right now. Um, let's see. Do I have dreams of shifting timelines in a cosmic war? So timelines are consistently shifting. Timelines if we make the analogy like I would make the analogy that each timeline potentiality is like a grain of sand. And as you know, how sand shifts, that's how they shift. And do I dream of a cosmic war? The cosmic war has, okay, so first off, first off, the thing is, everything that has happened, is happening, will ever happen, and all the potentialities of potential potentialities have all already occurred like that. Everything, just like that. And the war has happened, is happening, and will happen. Does that make sense? Or is that too much? To me, it makes sense. Does it make sense to you guys? I hope it makes sense. There was a war, is a war, going to be a war, but that doesn't really enter our density. As of right now, the events that need to occur for that to enter the density here hasn't been allowed. It hasn't been allowed. So there are different potentialities. It's like a table. You know, you at the rock shop, there's a table, all these different crystals. And as people come, they pick up a crystal, purchase it, take it home with them, a different crystal's put in that place. And, that's kind of what's going on. This is the table of potentialities. And as different events occur, souls are born, souls choose to what do you call it, transition over to a non body type of form. All the components are constantly changing. And so, I mean, I don't know if that will ever be a part of the human history of things. It has in the past. It has in the past. A lot of the gods and goddesses that ancient civilizations worshipped, they were actually galactic. They were galactic beings. Some of them ancient, ancient, ancient. That's cute. That's cute. Let's see. Yeah, time is not linear. It's not. Mm. A simple yes or no. Are there dark entities that exist that pull the timelines from merging? Why do you ask? Can you explain when individuals from a certain community neighborhood dies? They usually die in threes, and are they somehow related? Um, do they really die in threes, or are people constantly exiting this life and we're just trying to somehow make logical sense of it, because the human mind needs to make logical sense of things? So is it really that they die in three? I mean, my culture believes that for death and for pregnancy, birth. But do they really die in threes? I don't think so. Excuse me. The more people I know, um, the more I recognize, man, people are dying all the time. Like they're transitioning out of this life all the time. So, yeah. Um, no, I didn't answer your question. I didn't answer your question because I didn't like the tone of the way you asked. That's why. If you were to ask, if you were to converse with me in a more respectful way, I would have answered you. But because you were demanding and condescending in your energy as you wrote that, that's how I responded. It was a chosen response. I guess it went over your head. That was my way of mirroring your disrespect. I was being disrespectful to you. Let me explain that. You were being condescending. So I went ahead and was condescending in return. Let's see, the deaths in threes is a real thing, at least for me. Yeah, I mean, I've noticed that, but it's this thing, it's this thing where because I'm exposed to so many more people and people are able to message me, like when my mom passed away, so many people started messaging like, "Oh my god, I just lost my, person last week and I just lost." And then I was like, "Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. So many people are losing people." And I mean, is it really a loss? No. It's still very sad. It still very much hurts, but I'm recognizing the whole concept of threes, especially with death. It's almost like a veiled attempt to go ahead and make three like some sort of wicked number, like what they did with the number 13. That's very much associated with the goddess and goddess energy, feminine, divine feminine energies and power. And as we shifted, it was a hostile takeover. Not saying men are evil, okay, not saying women are weak, but this had a lot to do with galactic um, nefarious galactic interference. And so we experienced a hostile transition from a matriarchal society into a patriarchal, and everything associated with the power of the feminine had to be vilified. So 13 definitely has to do with 13 has to do with vilifying the feminine, and the three, it almost has this feel that it also has to do with, vilifying something that's actually very potent and pure. um has 13 always been your favorite number? That's awesome. um I don't know if you would want to believe what other people state about you, you know what other people say about you isn't a truth until you give it that authority, until you give it that power. Yeah, Kathy, all ages are exiting, not just the elders. Yeah, there's so many people that are exiting, have been exiting. Let's see. What else you guys want to talk about? Oh, let's see. There's a lot of talk about Mary Magdalene. Um, that it's such a very fascinating topic because I do have um, quite a few very intense, very potent memories from that life. I was present there. Um, I think a lot of the things that are said about her, a lot of the ways in which she's portrayed, it's not accurate. It's not accurate at all. You see many faces in the clouds. Um, well, sometimes I get a lot of messages in clouds. I sometimes see faces as well, but also you have to keep in mind to take that with a grain of salt, not allow your fear to really get too amplified, because there is a mental function within the human brain that causes us to see things like faces in the clouds, or animals, or tangible things, because the human brain just absolutely needs to be able to quantify things. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I'm not trying to negate that you're, or say that you're not seeing things. I'm just saying don't be too afraid of it. um, it could potentially just be the human brain trying to make sense, trying to, create order. Or you could be seeing faces that are trying to give you messages. Just don't fear it. Try and discern, try and feel um, what it's trying to tell you. Let me see. The best advice I have for everyone today. The best advice would be to be your own guru and teacher and advisor. No one else knows you and your journey better than you. No one else. Yeah, thanks for writing that, Christine. I don't know. Um, I don't remember the name of it. It might be that. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. How come you can talk to people even if they pass, like they really hear me? Yeah, they absolutely can hear you. I still have conversations with my mom. Yeah, they absolutely can hear you. They absolutely can hear you. Speaking of Mary Magdalene, was she and Jesus married? This is not based off of anything that I've read. This is based off of things that I remember. So I don't know if you're going to be able to find information on this. Okay. Um, they were a healthy couple with healthy children. And if my memory served me correct, they had 3 children. I don't want to talk about any more of it. It's intense, intense memories. It always shuts me down. Let's see. Growing up in a culture where folklore and village stories make you attach all sorts of meanings to things that happen. Not everything is an omen or something to fear. Yeah, that's true. Not everything is an omen. Not everything is something to fear. Um, but on the flip side of that, ooh, 88% at 8:33. 88833. Okay. But yeah, on the flip side of that, um, be careful to not swing too far into that state of disbelief because then you close yourself off to the possibility that your higher self, spirit, ancestors, whatever, are trying to communicate with you. Let me see. Yeah, I think something really important, really significant is going to happen for everyone. Oh, Sumya. It's so strange. Even though I perceive myself as strong, the only people I attract in my close relations are bullies, violent people. It's been my cycle all my life. Well, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But what if what you're attracting are the very things, the very people, circumstance, things like that, that are helping to hone, helping to increase and really develop your strength. It's sort of like a preparation for the next phase of your spiritual journey. It could be that. It could also be that as a part of that, you're having these abusive cycles within yourself, and they're reflecting that. You know, to kind of bring you to the point where you're sick of it and you're not going to take it anymore. And sometimes we have to be pushed that far in order to break that cycle. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Juju. My day was amazing today. It's definitely it was amazing today. Thank you for asking. Um, it's okay to ask their higher selves for your grown children. It's okay to ask their higher selves if they will allow protection. Um, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. No matter how grown your children are, you will always have a want and a need to make sure they're okay. That's not selfish. Now, when you're trying to meddle in their life and try and control the details and, heavily shelter them, like interfering, that I don't think their higher self would be okay with that. And that will usually manifest as your child pushing you out of their life. So if that's your intention and you find that your child is pushing you away, is keeping secrets, doesn't want you to know anything, then there's a high likelihood that that's what's going on. It's not that you're being a bossy parent and a bad parent. No, but it's definitely something you have to kind of take a step back and analyze. And don't put in your intention. Obviously, your intention is one of um, pure love, but the behaviors itself, like kind of step back and have a conversation with your higher self and be like, am I doing too much? Am I interfering? And you'll feel it. You'll feel the answer to that. Um, my origin, California. No, I'm a Pacific Islander along with a few other things. Um, my my people were colonized by quite a few different nations, so it's quite a few different things. Hey, Fanny. Essenes, Dead Sea Scrolls, Sacred Knowledge. Could we talk about that? We could, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. It depends. You trying to trigger me? Angelic numbers. Um, every number is an angelic number. Every number. If you're seeing patterns of numbers repeatedly, just Google it. Angel number, and then put the pattern of the number that you're seeing, and it'll give you an answer as to what the general message is. Let's see. um, um, sending what to the higher self? Oh, that's pretty cool. Your birthmark is shaped like the number 4. That's cool. Um, Something huge. All of you guys are saying that. What is it? What are you guys sensing? Because I keep myself very insulated. I don't watch the news. I don't read the news. Um, as much as it seems like I'm on social media, I'm really not on social media much. I don't scroll through things very much. I make the posts that I need, usually funny stuff. And yeah, it's I don't know what's going on in the world. Time slips a day. Oh, Jenna Rose. I hope your mom's okay. I hope your mom's okay. Lots of deja vu. It's less physical and more spiritual. That I can feel. Sheppy, the controllers want us to live in fear. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I don't mean to correct you, but this is just a message that came as I read your comment. The controllers want us to live in fear. In reality, we, every single individual, are the controllers. That's why they had to program us, because we are the ones that are necessary through focused intention, fixation. It's our energy that brings to fruition the events that they need to perpetuate the system that they created. And when you ask me who they are, they are very high level parasitic type beings. Okay, we're not talking about fourth dimensional beings. These are very high level. My memories state that there were 3, a group of 3, because 3 were necessary to create a solid foundation, And so one, the shaitan, convinced the other 2. And then the other 2 were definitely a part of controlling lesser nefarious lineages. And so it's a trickle down, step down type thing. And then, of course, the human race. We are the energy source that perpetuates that moving of the wheel of Dharma. Dharma. Yeah, it is pretty interesting that so many people are feeling this like, I don't know, impending something. Let me see. Oh, that's sweet that your brother protects you from potential danger. So this whole fear thing about electromagnetic pollution, yes, it's a very real concern regarding smartphones, wireless signals, Wi-Fi, but you also have to take into consideration the light bulbs were changed, right? We all now have the power saving bulbs. They pretty much don't even sell the old bulbs. Well, those emit quite a bit of electromagnetic pollution. In addition to that, smart meters connected to houses emit electromagnetic pollution. There have been grids created with these cell towers that are so miserably camouflaged as trees. It's just so, it's just obnoxious. Like, bro, that don't even look like a tree. You put so much effort into that shit. Just leave it as a pole. Make it obvious. Okay. But there are so many other different things. And is it like, are we gonna, throw ourselves into the um, dark ages because of our fear of all of these things that we actually can't control at this point because it's just so widespread? Um, but there's solutions to that. You know what I mean? There are solutions to that. Shungite. Shungite's amazing. Let me just tell you, shungite is amazing. It has the ability to neutralize electromagnetic pollution. You simply and you can find stickers that are made. Oh, I have it on my kids' phones. I don't have it on mine because, like, go ahead. This is thick. Nothing's getting in there. No, I'm joking. I don't like to put my phone by my head. It's, yeah. I'm one of those people who look so douchey. Like, what did you say? Put it on speed. What did you say? Hey, girl. It's just walking around. Hey, girl, I'm not putting that shit on my head. Hell no, I don't care how I look. I'm putting that shit in front of me. I mean, it doesn't make much difference, but still, let me just have my little creature comforts. Okay. Let me believe that shit. Shungite. Refocus, girl. Refocus. Shungite. So, there's places online where you can find directions how to make this for yourself. If you're not into the DIY, if you're not into the DIY, you can DIY. Do DIY. Y'all, I got ADHD and I have dyslexia. Whatever the hell the letters are, if you don't make shit yourself, you can go on like Amazon. It's a little sticker that has a thin layer of shungite powder. And you just affix it to your phone, your whatever device, and it helps to neutralize the electromagnetic pollution. You can also get towers. Organite is amazing. Don't just buy Organite just because it looks like Organite. You have to actually look into it. There's a certain ratio of metal to crystal that has to be kept in its integrity, or else it doesn't work. There's cloud busters, all kind of things. For every type of bullshit that exists right now to harm you, there is something that exists to negate that. Because creation loves balance. Creation loves balance. You just have to do your part in finding what that solution is. DIY, do it yourself. Yeah, but I heard 5D would be eventually used to amplify telepathic ability between each other. I feel you've been told bullshit. Whoo! Is this mic on? I didn't mean to say that out loud. I am so sorry. 5G is very bad. Very bad. Very bad. Just look into it, okay? I'm sorry I was rude. Let me see. Yep, paint as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that paint contains some powdered shungite. Mhm. There's also other substances that can neutralize electromagnetic pollution. Um, let's see. Does Archangel Michael answer to anyone who calls him? Absolutely. Absolutely. Michael he has no limits as to how many fractals and the level of bilocation. He has no limits. He's not from this density. So he can be chilling with all of us at the same time in different locations throughout the world. Yeah. He'll help. He'll help. Let's see. RH negative blood. I do know some stuff about blood type. I will say I am a hidden positive. Oh, not positive, a hidden negative. Yes, the dyslexia is strong in this one tonight. I really do have dyslexia. I just like to make a joke of it. Nyx. Oh, you know what? Where is she? Oh, this is the wrong. Oh no, this is it. Nyx. She's a hottie. Oh, shoot. Um, I lived during World War II. Yeah, let's see. Yes, Christine. Shungite is amazing. You can get the chips of it on Amazon, and be careful how you do this. You can infuse your water with shungite, and I used to drink this, and I looked fabulous. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I used to drink shungite water to help bolster my health because I do have quite a few issues with myself, and it really helped. It did. I did it for a bit. You want to use a glass container, and you want to use something to hold the shungite chips in. You can order them on Amazon for fairly inexpensive. You have to make sure you wash them very well because most of the shungite that you order, the chips, they'll have some weird ass oil on them. Okay, it's a part of their processing, harvesting, or I don't know what. I'm assuming it's part of the harvesting process. But you wash it really, really well. Make sure there's no more soap on it, and then you have to get another container to keep in the vessel. So on Amazon, they also sell silicone tea bags, which you could put them in. You just have to make sure that you're very careful keeping it contained so that you don't swallow any chips, but you just let it sit for a bit. I let it sit for overnight. How do I know if I'm a Jedi or a Blu-ray? Well, Biology Geek 31. How do I make you feel? Metal Stud Muffin is clapping. um, where did I live during World War II? In Japan. Hmm. Yeah, using a flat shungite like a coaster, that can do it as well. I have these. You guys, I have so much shit. I don't know why I don't put it on my website. Okay, bye. Um, yeah, I am a weak negative. My official blood type is a positive, but I have all the symptoms of a negative. And then with my lineage, biological lineage, I do have Basque blood. I was gonna say some shit. Can you go in there and get the crystal flasks?
Crystal. Wow.
The ones that the crystal goes on the bottom, the bamboo.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And then if you could get me,
Sure.
I think it's in the box above it, the brown box. It has the chips.
No, it's in there.
Oh, okay.
It's not open.
It is open.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
So I've had this for some time. I have just been keeping it to myself because I'm a freaking hoarder like that. So here's the thing, guys. I had this designed for me specifically. So I chose bamboo. You put your fluid in here, and then the bottom, the bottom will have crystal chips.
Sure.
Can I just have one?
Reach out and grab one.
Just grab one.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, guys. So this is how it works, okay? Give me a second. Un momento, por favor. I'll put these on the damn website tonight. And that's why I don't talk about this stuff, because I don't know. I want them to stay with me. I don't know. No, that's too much. That's too much. So let's put that there. Ta-da! So, yeah, the whole thing was going to be engraved. And it's like, it's a whole energetic thing. Everything that I have, everything that I make available, it's not just a thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I offer involves working with energy. So the whole premise of this has to do with infusing in a way that only I can do. It has to do with the crystals. It has to do with light language that I know how to write, which I don't talk about much. The light language that I write is actually a very ancient light language. I came to finally understand why I can't translate it. Like, I know what it means, but there's no human words to translate it because it's a language that's felt. It's like a heart language. It's a founder language. So yeah, I'm supposed to offer these, but I haven't been. I have quite a few of these. I know, Michael, you know, I go through my process. You guys, I don't know what is going on with me, but whenever I go ahead and purchase inventory, I just love on it for a while. Like, I love on it for a while, and then, okay, baby, you're ready to go to your new family. I don't know why I do that. Like the crystals that I finally made available on my website. And if you guys saw my office, the amount of crystals I have, that's a walk-in closet of this office, okay? It's like a small bedroom for the walk-in closet. And that is full of crystals. I have drawers upon drawers of crystals. And I keep buying. And then my husband's like, dude, I thought you were going to sell these. They're not ready. They still need a little love. They'll let me know when they're ready. He's like, why do you do that? Don't question my process. What's up, baby? Are you offering me food?
Yeah, there's food downstairs cooking.
Okay, I'll come down in a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, I will have this available on the website tonight. I'll list it. I can't offer the laser engraving yet. Because I need to put them on. Yes, Deb, I do make swords as well. Here's my little traveler. This little guy, okay, he Calm down. Calm down. Calm down with your energy. Calm down. So, yeah, I make daggers. I make swords. You guys, oh my God. I am so freaking. So I own the patent for that design. Well, here's the thing. I've been having an amazing week, aside from being raw for no reason. I just chalk that up to being an emo Pisces. But one of my designs, I was granted another patent for another component. Yes! It's official. It's official. Excuse me. It's so official, I burped. So yeah. Yes. That was another major component of my design. Why the hell do I have a sword next to me? Why the fuck not? Thank you, Fuad. Yeah, no, why the fuck not? Why wouldn't I have a sword next to me? Why not? So yeah. I'll go ahead and get these flasks. And just so you guys know, sorry, Lynx. I got all kind of shit next to me. I have real daggers. So it's just all kind of stuff. No, we're not stabbing nobody. What's this look like? Lord of the Flies free for all? We ain't stabbing nobody. That shit is delicate. It's made of selenite, full tang selenite. You gonna break it, boo. We are peaceful warriors. Peaceful warriors. So with these flasks, one of the key components is that the crystals that are involved will be calibrated to your specific frequency signature. Okay. You'll get a drop-down menu of certain types of programming that you can select for the crystals.
Mommy,
yeah.
They want you to come downstairs. I don't know what they're talking about.
They want me. I love it when my family wants me. But the yeah, that's why I'm saying, you guys, like, I don't just offer stuff just to like sell stuff. A lot of me goes into it, you know. So it's going to be programmed for your specific frequency signature, because frequency signatures are like your fingerprint, energetic fingerprint. And so whatever program you want, like say you want to facilitate your ascension process, protection, whatever it is, you know, whatever intention you want to infuse your water with, or whatever drink you put in it, that's what I'll program it with, and it'll do it for you, specifically for your morphogenetic code. I know I have to let you go. Yeah, you guys, I can't believe I'm still, I get so attached to things. Like, I don't know what it is. I just get so attached to things. But, and it comes with the cover, so that, I don't know. I told them, like, I get so paranoid about things getting broken or dinged, like the sound. And so they included the sleeve for me, and it helps with sweating, like condensation. So I have one that I use for myself. I just don't bring it on the lives. Let me see. I do. I put a lot of love. Yeah, we should. We definitely should talk more. I love talking with you guys. I really do. I love not having to be all like, well, you're fucking up. Like, that really hurts my heart, for real. I can't even, yeah. But I know some people have to hear it that way. So you guys, thank you so much for chatting with me and spending time with me. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. Also, I promise I will have this available tonight on the website. My website is emmyevolving.com, just like my channel name. Just put .com at the end. So I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Love you guys. Bye.